Hi, everyone. It's Professional High Priestess, and I just have a quick message for the collective. So, I was talking to one of my subbies today about this, about how a lot of folks in the collective, because we're going through ascension symptoms on top of Saturn and Pluto going direct, right? A lot of you guys were feeling restricted. You guys may be feeling despondent. You may feel lackluster. You may feel like lacking like zest for life, right? Lacking in creativity, feeling down, feeling tired. And that's okay. You're supposed to be there because what's happening right now is a lot of you guys are growing. So what was okay before is not going to be okay now, right? Does that make some sense? So what you would have tolerated before, dealing with low vibrational people, um, dead end jobs, um, unfulfilling relationships, that no longer interests you because in many ways, your energy field, you're lowering yourself to entertain that. You're lowering yourself just to tolerate it. And the fact that it feels unbearable is a good sign. It's a sign that you're moving to the next level. It's a sign that you've achieved a certain level of ascension. So, one of the things that is important to also note with this is you may feel disconnected from people, places, or things. And that's okay. You're not being uppity. You're just seeing the reality for what it is because your third eye has been open or you've gotten an enhancement in your spiritual gifts. Especially for a lot of the masculines I watch on my channel, you're going to be having experiences where you're going to be talking to people, friends and family, things like that. And you're going to be realizing that you have no real authentic connection. You're going to be craving authentic connection. You're going to be craving emotional rapport. You're going to be craving depth. And that's a sign that you're ascending. For my feminines, you may be disconnecting from your person. You may be not wanting to be as visible, not wanting to, go to family outings or deal with events or things like that. And that's okay. You no longer want to play big fish in a small pond. And this is a sign that you're ascending. So the biggest thing here is to recognize, okay, so if I'm feeling despondent, it's because I know that I can be higher. I know that there's different. I know that there's more. Now, do I keep my energy in what's not working and what I don't like? Or do I move forward into how do I get to the next level? How do I get to the next stage? What's the next what's the next pinnacle for you, right? What's the next breaking point? What's the next glass ceiling for you? So this is where goal setting comes in, right? So like for example, you guys know me with my little mirror pictures. I don't have mirrors in my house because they're always doing like weird ass energy harvesting mirror magic on me. I ordered a 7 foot mirror 4 times and all 4 times it shattered. So I was like, okay, the most I just want me to have a mirror, but I wanted to start getting into not necessarily modeling, but just I like to use my fashion as an artistic expression and I need to wear all these clothes that I buy, right? And my most I was like, look, this you want to expand. You want to expand like on your beauty, you want to expand on your creativity, you want to expand on your craft. These are the things that you need to do, right? Go pick up the mirror, go do this, go do that, get yourself together, start working out more, build your portfolio, blah 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 blah, right? So these are the things that I'm doing in order to act on my creativity, act on this expansion that I want to have. Another example could be like you want to go back to school. Another example could be you want to finally get into a fulfilling relationship. So maybe you're going to see a therapist. Maybe you're reading certain self-help books. You're maybe dating and recognizing red flags and just cutting it off right then and there. You're doing things outside of your normal routine. You're putting yourself more out there. You're enjoying yourself more. You're cherishing yourself more. And I think especially for my women folk, it's important for you to just like beauty's only skin deep, and in the spiritual community they look down on doing your hair or getting dressed up, but it's a part of being an empress, especially if you have Venus placements or Libra Taurus placements, right? Venus rules the planet of rules beauty, things like that. Getting dressed up every day, combing your hair, brushing your hair, taking photos, even if it's just for yourself, maybe making a whole separate Instagram just for your outfits or whatnot. Post on your timeline, who cares, right? Doing things that are also going to bring more of that zest and pizzazz back for yourself, more self-love for yourself. Especially when you go through spiritual attacks, it can kind of diminish that, or it puts a cloud over that, right? Change your hairstyle, go to the spa, start a new skin routine, something like this. Go do beauty treatments on yourself. Um, which spa stuff, right? So that can help you get out of that rut, get out of feeling some type of way. Ultimately, it's not just all about your looks, but it's also about the inner development too. So, like maybe doing some meditation, trying to do yoga every now and then, even working out, reading different like personal development books or listening to certain podcasts or YouTube channels that focus on that. All of that can help you get to the place that you want to be, wherein you are filling up your own piggy bank. Now, another thing that's going to be happening here too is you guys are going to start to recognize the change, right, in yourself versus people around you. And this is not to be like, oh, I'm better than them. Da 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 da. Da. That's not that, because that's narcissism, right? It's to be like, okay, I've outgrown these people, this community, this place, this thing. Now it's time for me to move to the next level. Like for instance, like I was saying that moving forward in the near future, I'm not going to be on any social media at all, and that's just for my own sanity. And the only reason why I'm really on social media is because of, the deep sea diving stuff that I was dealing with, the investigations, da 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 da. I was saying moving forward, I don't want to be on social media because I've outgrown this platform. I've outgrown the tarot community. I was never really in it, right? I've outgrown it because you see, what happens when you're in proximity to low vibrational people that haven't grown. So that was my cue. Okay, most I was like, here, this is what you're going to do to continue to share the message and support for the community. And it's not about me completely stop doing what I love to do, but it's just about I have to change and pivot how I do it because I've accelerated and I've grown, and I just my name or my energy should not even be in the same sentence or in proximity or in the mouths of certain people, just period. And that's just the growth. It's like, you know, a lot of us have been in the spiritual sewer, and not because we want to be there. One, because people were trying to pull us there with spell work or drama or trying to create delays. But another reason we were there too is for us to learn a lesson, to see what it is, because we're going to be going into a new level where we're going to be dodging little potholes that pull you into a spiritual sewer, if that makes some sense. Some of you guys were there, you didn't know that you were there. Now that you've gotten out, people are trying to pull you back in because they need your light, they need your energy, because you're a lantern in the dark. No. So you're going to be moving forward. And this is where some of this despondence is coming from. Some of this like feeling lackluster, feeling like what is this thing called? Feeling like there's more to life, feeling like you can do more, not feeling satisfied. It's coming from the fact that you've grown, and you've outgrown a certain stage in your life. You've outgrown a certain community. You've outgrown a certain way of thinking. It's 12:44 as I say that. How much messages do you have for this? We've outgrown. Yeah, crystal phase, new beginnings. And then orange calcite, sociability. A lot of you guys are going to be changing your friends groups. That's okay. You're going to be letting go of people. That's okay. A lot of people may not be okay with the choices that you make. They may not be on the same page with the people that you choose, or where you choose to go next, or all of that stuff. That's none of their fucking business. A lot of you guys too need to stop being so worried about what other people think, because at the end of the day, it's not their life to live when you're dealing with karmics or vibrational situations, or people bring chaos or something like that into your life, or you're depressed now because you don't have anything real in your life. They're not going to be dealing with that. You are. So why do you care? Right? Another thing for you guys too is, don't be trying to fit in. Why? To be number one, you have to be odd. And you got labordite here, magic. Where's your inner magic? To add sparkle to my life, I sprinkle my day with the mystical, magical, and light filled. So you guys, your inner magic is increasing, your energy is increasing, your connection to the Most High is increasing, your intuition, your spiritual gifts, all that stuff. We're going through it right now. And the despondence, the despair, a little bit of despair, a little bit of depression, a little bit of like not self-hate or self-loathing, but the need for the craving for self-improvement. I don't know what that word is called. I guess to call it a growth mindset. That's going to be at the forefront for a lot of you guys right now because you've had enough, and that's okay. And sometimes it has to happen for you guys to realize, okay, this is not where I want to be. This is not where I need to be. I deserve more. I deserve better, period. And that's what it's going to be moving forward. Okay, so let's see what we got here for some of the goddess cards. Hi. What messages do you have for the collective? Lakshmi, but bright future. I love to see it. Yeah, because a lot of you guys have a bright future in front of you, right? And that's why it's imperative that you remove yourself from certain people, places, situations, and things so that does not taint your energy, doesn't taint your growth. And that's another reason why Most High wants you to be, that's why they're making you feel too a certain type of way because you can't, you can't cast your pearls amongst swine, basically. What messages do you have, please, for the collective? We're growing, we're ascending. You feel some type of way? You got siege, quiet time. This is also too the meditation that I was talking about, clearing out your energy as well. You're going through ascension symptoms, period. Right. So this quiet time away from people that are questionable or rub you the wrong way or you don't feel a connect with, it's supposed to happen. Some people they're not gonna like it. And that's not your fucking problem. Period. Some of you guys are going into union, some of you guys are going into new jobs, some of you guys are going into you're moving. Some of you guys are going into the next level of your career. Some of you guys are going into just like the next level of your spiritual gifts. And some people are not going to like it, but like I said, it's not their life to live. It's also too, you need to go into this quiet time to really ground these changes that are coming through. Ground this energy that's coming through. Ground these changes that are coming through. Because some of you guys have gone through certain spiritual attacks or traumas that have created rips and tears in your energy field, and you need to seal that back up so that you can be replenished, okay, properly. All right. What messages do you have? You feeling some type of way? You got Unang, easy does it. Yeah, easy does it. Take it easy. Then it says Kali, endings and beginnings. It's the end of a cycle and it's the beginning of a new one. Wow, you got Aphrodite here, inner goddess. And it says here, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. And this is what I was talking about for our divine feminines, because Aphrodite is also about beauty, things like that. Getting dressed up, doing your hair. If for those of you guys who like cosmetic sorcery, aka makeup, that's fine. Do your makeup. I'm not saying like, cake on a pound of mac or some shit like that and just sit around the house, but like, I mean, wash your face, do your beauty routine, all those type of things. Get dressed up, take photos, enjoy yourself, right? And then you got the endings and beginnings here, and this is all too like how you're going to um bring in more of that self love, especially because some of you guys are going to be getting attacked because you're going to the next level. You're going to be getting attacked because you love yourself. People who don't practice self-care or who don't like themselves, it's very clear. It's reflected in the way that they talk about other people and how they treat other people, right? So the wheat is being separated from the chaff. You are like, you're going to be a target because right, it's literally going to be those who are alive versus those who are not. And you're alive, divine feminine, divine masculine, and they don't like that, and it's not for them. You continue to love on yourself by doing what we just talked about, the self-care, right? The psychological self-care, the spiritual self-care, the physical self-care. Then it says, easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Now, what I kind of gain from this is everything's happening in perfect timing. It's like with these changes and the transformation, it all had to happen just like this, if that makes some sense, right? It all had to happen just like this. So there was no shortcuts, there was none of that, because you had to get all the lessons for your character development, if that makes some sense here. So for those of you guys who feel like you're going through a lot, it's kind of like, it's unfortunate, but it's like, it's in a little bit, in a way, supposed to be happening for your development to refine you, because pressure makes diamonds, right? Okay. Diamond in the back. sun rooftop, digging in the scene with a gangster lean. Remember, I was singing that song. You may not have um, a great big Cadillac, but remember, brothers and sisters, stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. Although you may not have a great big Cadillac, diamond in the back, sun rooftop, digging in the scene with a gangster lean. You got timing and good luck. Now, what he was saying, just be grateful for what you have, even though you may not have a big Cadillac. So I guys wanted certain things, relationships, things like that, and you felt like punished because you weren't getting them. But the Most High was preparing you to get those things. They're preparing you, they're refining you, all that, so that when you get it, you kept it. So that when you got it, you knew what to do with it, right? That's why these things were happening to you and around you. Now, this is another thing that we were talking about too, in terms of like running with the Joneses and trying to fit in. You may not have a big Cadillac, but stand tall. You have integrity. And we were also talking about how for a lot of you guys, your spiritual authority is very high. Even though you may not have cars, houses, da 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 da, but your spiritual authority is about to be made manifest. It's going to be coming into the physical. That's what I'm talking about. We're in a time where the wheat is about to be separated from the chaff completely. Okay. So moon timing, things that happen in divine timing for you. And you guys are feeling this way now because these changes are occurring. That's what you're going through, ascension symptoms. Some of you guys, this can be the moon cycle. Okay. The different moon cycles or astrological transits. And then you have owl, seer, okay, Athena energy here. But with this seer energy here too, this is like the crown chakra, because birds also represent the crown. It's like you're going to the next level of like your spirituality. Your crown chakra is expanding. So you're going to feel some type of way. No one's doing a spell on you. Your mind is opening up. Spells are actually breaking right now. So you're going to be feeling more intuitive. You're going to be feeling more in tune with yourself. You're going to be feeling more understanding. You're going to be feel less ego, more common sense, more complex thinking, deeper rationale. All of that's happening because spells are breaking. Protection is coming in. Spiritual guides are at work. Any spell anything that's getting you to think outside of the box, open up your mind, have compassion for other people, that's not a spell. Motherfuckers, like your heart chakra is opening. The fuck? Oh, people are hella funny. That's something that I'm also picking up here for you too, for you guys. Your heart chakras are also opening up, which is a form of magic as well. Your heart chakra is a seat of power, right? Spiritual power. So, because you guys are going through heart chakra expansions and awakenings, and a lot of other people are, your twin, things like that. They're coming into certain realizations that they couldn't have had because their heart chakra was closed. It's a second brain. We have men have 3 brains, women have 4. Actually, men have 3.5 brains because some of them think with their penis, right? Which is not a brain at all. You have your womb, you have your stomach, which is a second brain, definitely, because your stomach even has a whole separate nervous system in there, right? You have your heart, which is a brain, and you have your mind. You have 4 different brains. So when one is turned off, or when it's impacted, or when you're working too much out of one, the other ones become deficient as well. So a lot of people were working out of their root chakra energy, just safety, security, survival, money, sex, status, clout, all that stuff, root chakra energy, lower chakras. Now they're being forced up and pushed up into their higher chakras, and they're seeing a lot more that they weren't seeing. So everyone's going through ascension symptoms. Some of you guys too were focused on, your finances and things like that, and that's okay. You were in kind of like a root chakra energy. Now you're actually moving up and out into the heart center. So and because you don't no longer have to be in that root chakra energy. So that's where you're getting some of these changes, right? So you're gonna be okay. It's all a part of the process, all a part of the plan. Let's see, let me get a chakra oracle deck and then we'll close out. All right. You got quest and expansion. Look. Yeah. Expanding heart, mind, expanding all your chakras, clearing spells, breaking curses and hexes and things that were buried. And right now, a lot of the karmic individuals, they can sense that the energy is shifting because they can't trigger you. They can't get to you. Their spells are breaking. They're seeing, if they read tarot, they see it reflected in the cards. The practitioners are telling them it's reversing back onto them, right? They're no longer getting their way. So they're going back to the drawing board with jars, with spells, with candle magic, with burial rituals. Some of these karmics are even doing jars where they're shitting and pissing in jars and things like that, putting um, toxic, symbolizing putting toxic energy upon you and your life, or between you and your person, things like that. They're going very, very, very far to stop these expansions, but it's happening regardless, right? Because the transits are bringing it, the Most High is bringing it, the spiritual guides are bringing it. It's done for. So we'll see what's going to happen as time moves on in terms of their plight, as they realize that they don't have any control. We'll see what happens for you as you realize that the Most High is in control, and these changes are going to be happening for you regardless, right? I'm excited. Yeah, dissipating. They're going to continue to dissipate as they discover with their mysticism, right, that the enlightenment is here. It's period, point blank. Yeah, their trickery is no longer working. That their trickery is only bringing them grief and sadness. That's what they're going to come to realize. They can't stop. Yeah, complacent. Because they chose complacency. They chose fuckery. They chose rituals and pacts. They chose to stalk and harass. They chose to focus so much on you when that energy could be used on personal development. So everyone right now with the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus, North Node energy, everyone is getting their return on investment right now. Your return on investment is these changes, right? So before, it's like you're getting the spiritual deposit and it's integrating into you. That's why you feel this way. These individuals, they're getting the Seven of Pentacles reverse, fucked off investments, and some of them are even dropping down to the five, right? Poverty, loss, spiritual disgrace. It's all what you chose to invest in. So we're learning that lesson in terms of what you put your time and energy into is what you're going to manifest. You can't put your time and energy into harassing other people, stalking low vibrational shit, drinking, partying, chasing hoes, da 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 da, and expect happiness. Period. You can't expect to chase after karmics, run with the Joneses, stuff like that, and not get what a clout chaser gets, which is despondence, despair, lackluster life, all of that, right? So you get what you put in. So if you're putting in good things, if you're doing what you need to do, if you're investing in yourself properly, then you're going to get good investments. If not, then you're going to get fuckery and bad investments, right? It's simple math, simple science. So anyways, you all, I'm sending you so much love. I will be doing the Mercury retrograde reading tonight on Patreon for all signs. So see you there. Have a good day. Bye.